the Nuggets and the Thunder. The Thunder are up 3-2 in the series. We had a Jokic masterclass in game 5, but they lost. And the last time we spoke, the series was tied 1-1. And throughout those games, Jokic was not playing the best. But they did take a 2-1 lead after game 3. Thunder tied it up in game 4. Here we are in game 5. The Thunder are up and have a chance to close out the series tonight. What are your thoughts on the Nuggets and Thunder series so far?
Well, first and foremost, if Michael Porter Jr. was not hurt, this would be a totally different series. This would be a totally different because the OKC Thunder have had trouble scoring, and you've gotten good games from Jokic and Jamal Murray, multiple games. All they needed was Michael Porter Jr. All they needed was one more person to go out there and hit some shots for them. But I like how Denver is defending Shea. I think this is the blueprint for next series because Shea really hasn't had a Shea series. He had one Shea game. I think he had like 28, but for the most part, I don't think Shea has dropped 30 at all this series.
He dropped 30
And
last
we're
game.
used to yeah, 30 exactly.
31.
So that's not Shea. We expecting Shea to give us 30 every single night. So they've been playing great D on him. So the Timberwolves, if OKC wins tonight, they need to look at that film. But it just goes to show you, can't nobody out there stops Jokic. Jokic just needed one more person, bro. One more person each game, whether it's Aaron Gordon or Michael Porter. Um, but credit, I think OKC, they need to play Caruso and Wiggins more this next game. They've been really good for them. Um, and then what's the other? What's the other one? Jay Will. That's the other one.
Jalen Williams? Not J-Dub,
Yeah,
but the
that's the
other one?
other one. Yeah, that's the
Jalen
other one. They
Williams.
need to. I like it. They talking about he's the Jokic stopper. He's not the Jokic stopper, but he's played good defense on Jokic when he has played. I think he needs to play a little more. And yeah, that's if the Nuggets want to tie this game up and this series up, Michael Porter has to show up. He has to show up.
Real quick, I think the Thunder have actually done a good job on Jokic. Like outside of what game 1 and 2, he really hasn't played that good. If we're being honest, well, at least up to Jokic standards. Like in game 2, I mean they got blown out. Throw that game away, whatever. But in game 3, when they won in overtime, he only gave you 20 points. He was 8 for 25. That's not good. And in game 5 and game 4, when they probably should have won that game, can we both admit that the Nuggets have kind of folded in this series and they probably should be up? Because there have been times they have been up going in like the fourth quarter and they have sold. But in game 4, he had 27 points, 13 rebounds, but he was 7 for 22. That ain't the best. I think they actually played really good on Jokic. And I'm going to let the chat, I ain't going to let like the TikTok comments and some y'all gaslight me, man. Because motherfuckers was gaslighting me talking about some, because when I first did the little series, I said Hardenstein and Chet was going to do a decent job on Jokic and stop him. Then
And
exactly
they
after
have.
that 42, yeah, yeah.
I said they have. They have.
And yeah, then that 42-point game, and then people said, what you say, Jokic this, Jokic that. And I'm like, what? Now I let them gaslight me. I ain't gonna let the comments gaslight me no more. I knew exactly what I was talking about. And they have done a really good job on this dude. And Jamal Murray has kind of been inconsistent. And every game you might get something from him, and then the next you might get a bad game. Because what was it in game 5? Did you see that when they only scored 19 points? Jokic scored 13 of the 19. Everybody else gave you 6 points. Like you said, if anybody else does anything, they probably win that game. And Lou Dort came up clutch because after getting benched, he comes up clutch and hits 3 3-pointers in the fourth quarter. Clutch.
Two big ones to start the fourth. Because that made them go. I think they were down 4 after that. I think they were up like the Nuggets was up 10. Then he hit 2 big threes and they got down like 6 or something like that.
Michael Porter, I know you say he needs to do something. I don't think we're getting nothing from him really. His shoulder is so messed up. He can't do anything, bro. He's just out there. He's like He's like Porzingis, but he's just playing more minutes. But the thing is, he has to play all that minutes because the bench is bad. The bench sucks. You can't put Peyton Watson out there because he gives you no offense.
No
Russell Westbrook
offense.
is hit or miss. And that's it.
Julian Strawther. They played Julian Strawther the other last night.
Yeah, he only
I
played
mean,
10
but he
minutes.
has no. He ain't got no defense though. If he was better defensively, I think he'd be playing more.
So my thing is, he has no choice but to play. And I've never had like a shoulder messed up like AC joint. So he said he can't lift. He really can't lift. So the fact he out there even shooting like that with a messed up shoulder, I give him credit. But he's out there doing absolutely nothing. He's out there doing nothing. I just need a consistent game for Jamal Murray. That's what I need. I need a consistent from him because 10 for 27 it's kind of bad. For 28 points, that's bad. And Aaron Gordon, I think Aaron Gordon has honestly been one of the best players in the series. He's been good. And I feel like we just need, is it weird that when Jokic has a masterclass, no one else does anything. They don't do nothing. But when he doesn't play like Jokic, everybody else just plays decent. They play decent. You need both to beat this team. You need a Jokic masterclass and you need the role players to play good. They haven't gotten both.
No, they haven't. And then credit to them. The reason why they've been in most of these games is because of the zone that they've been running on OKC. Like they're literally making Shea see 2 to 3 bodies every time he drives the ball. But what I need from OKC if they want to close this out, they have to stop playing so much one-on-one basketball, bro. Shea and J Dub, they play so much one-on-one basketball. It takes away from the greatness of their team. They have so many great players. You don't have to play one-on-one basketball all the time. You know, you can swing the ball, get the defense moving, and score easy. That's what you do when you're going against the zone. Too many times they going against the zone and Shea want to take them one-on-one and go in the mid-range and shoot a little mid-range pulley, or J-Dub doing the same thing. Like, bro, you can't do that. You know, this next game, I want to see more ball movement from them. If we get more ball movement from them, this will be a completely different offense. This will be a completely different game. Because they have the scores. They literally can go 10 deep if they want.
Mm-hmm.
So
I still think I've been talking about it all on every reaction I do. I still think Chet and J-Dub have not been playing the best. I still believe that.
I mean, Chet's been more aggressive lately, but he still ain't been playing all that.
Like, outside of game 3 when J-Dub dropped 32 and when they lost that game because Shea was trash and that little fourth quarter in overtime, he ain't been good. In game 4, he only gave you 10 points, and that was because Shea went off. And in game 5, he was better.
17.
He wasn't the best.
Yeah, like 17 in him.
He had 18 and 9, 5 for 14 from. It's like he wasn't the best. He was better, but he wasn't the best. And the same with Chet. Like, I feel like they haven't stepped up like we think they was. I always say your second and third best player, they have to show up. Like, well, because that was game 4. Was it game 4? I think the bench helped them win that game. The bench.
Yeah, because Chet had only had 8 points. I mean, he had 13 rebounds, but he only had 8 points.
Like, because that was the 92-87 game, a low scoring game. It's crazy.
Hold on.
But
hold on. Francisco said my mental health depends on the Nuggets winning.
Hey,
it's all right, dog. It's all right, dog. I don't think they're gonna pull it off. I think OKC taking this lane.
Chet had 8, like you said. J-Dub had 10. But on the bench, we get Alex Caruso with 10, Aaron Wiggins with 11. I think he needs to play a little bit more. Casey Wallace with 11. Like, it was the bench that saved them in game 4. And if they do anything, like we talked about it, Jamal Murray, 17 points, 5 for 15, bad. Aaron Gordon, 5 for 10, 15 points. Michael Porter Jr., another single-digit game with 3 points. Bro, he's giving you 5 points in 2 consecutive games total. He's not doing anything. He can't do nothing. So it's like, if he just gets some help, because I think the Nuggets defense has actually been good. I think the defense, outside of the blowout, the defense has been pretty good for the Nuggets. It's just their offense, and They're probably tired, but you can use that as an excuse, bro, because Jokic has to do everything for that team. He has to do everything. And if he has a bad game, they're gonna lose. He can't have a bad game tonight. He can't. He can't. I think tonight is the night we both get masterclass from Shea and Jokic. I think we get masterclasses. Like I wouldn't be shocked.
Who at home?
Go ahead.
Who at home? Denver at home?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So you got the altitude on your side. You're at home with the crowd. I mean, I'm gonna pick the Thunder because I picked Thunder in 6. Just another series, just another game. I would not be shocked if the Nuggets pull this out in a close game. Every game has low-key been close outside of what? Game 2 when it was a blowout? Every game has been close.
Yeah,
so,
game 2.
Yeah, so they got a good chance. You just need somebody else to consistently score. Like we need what Jamal Murray did against the Clippers. What was that in game 5? We need that in game 6 tonight. If he don't play like that, they're gonna lose. Like they are gonna lose. And I need either J-Dub or Chet to step it up. You got to, bro. Like Shea can only do so much. And like you said earlier, Shea hasn't played like MVP Shea. He hasn't played like it, but he's had better games than what y'all did, what y'all had. So he just needs help. He really needs some help. But this has been a really good series, though. It's been a good series. I'm surprised we haven't heard what who the MVP is. Like we should have been heard that.
I think they gonna wait after this. After this, I think they gonna wait.
Yeah, then if Shea lose, now he getting the shit at the crib.
Mm-hmm.
Now he getting it at the crib, bro. But I have the Thunder. I think the Thunder win, but I would not be shocked if the Nuggets pull this out and force a game 7. But